Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Shalom, Om Swastiastu.
Nama budaya, salam kebajikan.
My name is AMELIA Putri MAHARANI.
My name is RYKHO, BABUL, HARAHAP.
My name is ANDI RAMADHAFITRI. We are from Group 4, want to present about the history of Indonesian law.
So the first one is PreColonial Peace. This peace took place before Indonesia was occupied by the colonialists. In this peace, the kingdom still controlled Indonesia. Under the control of the archipelago kingdoms that were spread over the archipelago in Indonesia, the Indonesian legal system at the time was still territorial based on the territorial boundaries of the respective kingdoms. And each kingdom has their own legal system according to its respective culture, beliefs, and decision of the kings in each kingdom. So the legal system in Indonesia adopted from customary law and Islamic Sharia law. And the next one is colonial peace. At this stage, or in the colonial peace, many foreign nations came to Indonesia and they began to colonize the Indonesian people who inhabited the archipelago from the 17th until 20th centuries. One of them is the Dutch. And then the arrival of the Europeans affected the development of the legal system in Indonesia. In addition, Indonesia still adheres to a customary law system. After that, in 1854, in the Dutch East Indies, at the Rangering Relation or regulation about governance was issued, by which aimed to protect the interests of private business in the colony, and from the first time, they assisting the legal protection of the natives from the arbitrariness of the colonial government. The legal system at the time benefited the Dutch and was detrimental to Indonesian people, especially in the economic field.
The period of the ethical politics until Japanese colonialisms. In March 1942, the Japanese began to search the entire Dutch East Indies to implement governance in Indonesia. After that, the Japanese army ruled against its law called Gunseirei. And finally, during the Japanese occupation, legal reform did not occur much. And we move on to independence phase, old order period. That is when led by President Sukarno and Vice President Muhammad Hatta since August 18, 1945. Indonesia has adopted a positive legal system. The positive law in Indonesia is a legal system composed of subsystem of customary law, subsystem of Islamic law, and Western legal subsystem. In 1960, also Minister of Justice Saharjo decree that replaces the Lambing law or Dewa Justitia with Banyan Tree, with Saloka and Pengayoman. And after that, Suharjo also proposed to longer view with the Burgerlijk Wetboek and Wetboek Keomhandet, a book made for the benefit of the Netherlands, as a book of law again, but only for the law book. This gives the judge the freedom to waive articles that are not in accordance with the times. In addition, the existence of Law No. 19 of 1964 on the principles of judicial power caused legal life in Indonesia to deteriorate, because with the Law No. 19 of 1964, it provides opportunities for executive bodies to interfere in the judicial process. This condition leads to a prolonged political conflict, leading to the conflict of communist ideology with nationalist and religious ideologies.
In new order regimes, the development and dynamics of law and court system precisely studied the exclusion of law in politics and government process. It has basic agrarian law, which coincided with the forming of foreign investment law, forestry law, and mineral and coal law. In that time, law institution was took below executive institution, and then the government convinced any criticism by the society. So there wasn't any advancement in law in Indonesian law system. In addition, why it was happened because the government was misusing the regulation just for a power, or we call it abuse of power. That's why one of the reason why new order errors was filed. With the fall of Suharto's and new order regimes in 1998, and then in 1983 there was decree, and in 1985 laws resigned. In B.J. Habibie's regimes, there was a lot of renewable in politics system, state administration, human rights, and especially law system. It made to amend the constitution to be more democratic. For example, the renewal of 1945 Constitution amendments in 4 times, which was in 1999, 2000, 2001, and the last is 2002. As a result, the original constitution has grown from 37 articles into 73 articles, of which 11% remains unchanged from the original constitution.
From us, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.